this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Mark.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across
the 2015 first-round pick. Malcolm Brown brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 95-56.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready. 5-8.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Enough takes to start out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Well, Charles, I want to pose a question for you here. It's a tough question. It's not really something you can win, but I suppose you also can't go wrong. You know, there's so many great young quarterbacks in the league. I'll give you 2 rookies and a second-year guy, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray. If you're starting a franchise tomorrow, which one of those 3 do you think you'd take?
Oh, really? That's how you're going to go about it? Okay, I like that one. Tell you what, here's how I would answer that one, and I mean it sincerely. I would take any of the 3, but Kyler Murray gives me a few extras that I find hard to turn down with his ability to run and make big plays in the open field with his feet.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, a bit of a tangent here, but we just had the 4th Sunday of October pass us by, and that is National Tight End Day for those who don't know. Now, this was largely created by George Kittle a couple of years ago, but it's really caught some traction around the football landscape. For his part, Kittle's team won big, but George's numbers weren't great. 5 catches, 55 yards. But in honor of the day, let's set Kittle and Kelsey and Andrews aside, Charles. I want to get your top 3 overlooked tight ends in the NFL.
But before I give those to you, you're exactly right. National Tight End Day, it was talked about around the league before all the games began on Sunday, but overlooked tight end.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Twisting away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over
at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Let's take a quick peek ahead, Charles, to Week 8 as we near the halfway point of the season already. You know, for the Steelers, I'm looking at them, and it's kind of out of the frying pan into the fire because they go straight from the tough road win at 5-0 Tennessee to another tough road game, this one at 5-1 Baltimore, and they're coming off their open week, the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see, what else here on the docket are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm really excited about that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. The AFC North, it lives up to its reputation, doesn't it? How about the 4-2 Rams at the Dolphins in the debut of Tua Tagovailoa as a Dolphins quarterback? He'll have to avoid Aaron Donald in that one. How about the 4-3 49ers, the resurgent 4-3 49ers at the 5-1 Seahawks? A tough loss for the Hawks on the road at Arizona on Sunday night. And then, of course, the Cowboys and Eagles on a Sunday night game. Not a great game in terms of record, but the intrigue off the charts. Let's face it, first place could be on the line in this game in the NFC East.
Yeah, that conference or that division is like a hot potato. You take it. We'll see who can win the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Caught right side and Snead. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To throw again is Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Saints 17, Ravens nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Jackson will keep it, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
And goal.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
This time Jackson will throw it. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? 50
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on 1st down.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some space here. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.